Down south. Welcome to my city. Yeah. Yeah. With your knife, mic check, nigga, 1, 2.
I got the city turned up. Who the fuck is you? Shout out to my Pittsburgh partners. Nigga, I don't fuck with you. Parking lot. Wow. It's your player partner, Pittsburgh P, aka Sir Blue Diamond, your Royal Highness, aka the Blueprint. Check me out. Sheesh, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while. It's been a minute. I ain't did one of these shows since June after Golden State won a championship. August, September, October, January, February. 8 months. I've been through a lot since that time, but it is what it is. Life goes on. One thing about it, a motherfucker die today, motherfuckers that live tomorrow, life goes on. Ain't no other way around that shit, baby. But yeah, man, fucking good to be back. Miss you guys. Hope you miss me as well. You know, but it is what it is. I'm back. And sheesh, it'll take me a couple of days to talk about everything that happened in sports since June. I missed the whole football season. My apologies. But I'm here now. And with me being here now, we're gonna touch on the goddamn Super Bowl. It was a good one. And I ain't gonna cap. I watched this joint, but I didn't watch it. You know, I was on some I took a road trip, Super Bowl weekend, my birthday weekend. This is my birthday weekend. I don't know. I had 2 birthday weekends. Fuck it. I got 52 birthday weekends. Fuck it. It is what it is. So I'm headed back. Original plan was to, watch the game from where I was at, but then, last second I changed course or whatever. And I got the right to do what the fuck I want to do in life, as is everybody else. So I decided, you know what? I went to this Tennessee game, Lady Vols game, Super Bowl Sunday. I said I'm gonna leave halftime, get back on the road. Maybe I'll be home by halftime. I didn't make it home until not long after the game was over. So luckily I had it on my phone to where I was able to watch the game live, although I was not watching the game because I had to focus on the damn road. And excuse me if I'm watching this LA Kings Anaheim Ducks hockey game right now. The scores and horrors. Oh, I'm sorry. Where are my manners? Welcome to another episode of Scores and Horrors, brought to you by yours truly. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And I shall do the same. I haven't did this shit in so long, I forgot the damn intro. So anyway, I'm focused on the road, so I'm really not driving. I mean, I'm driving, but I'm not watching the game, but I'm listening to the shit, you know what I'm saying? And man, so let me start by saying this. I liked it from before the playoffs started. I liked it San Fran and Cincinnati. Same two teams I liked it last year, In my head, I had it as a Super Bowl rematch, Real football fans know that San Fran and Cincinnati played twice in the Super Bowl. So I had that last year. Excuse me. Ended up being Cincinnati and the Rams. And then this year I was like, yeah, I'm going all in on Cincinnati again. against San Fran. Take Cincinnati, win it all. Well, championship weekend, Brock Purdy got hurt. The Eagles defense was head hunting. I ain't mad at them. They was doing what they do. They won. Cincinnati lost. So the two teams that I like to go to the Super Bowl, they both lost. So now I'm stuck with two teams I think would be there. Kansas City and Philadelphia. So who do I take? Jalen Hurts, amazing. Every bit worth the hype, even though I watched that game against Georgia in college, nigga, and you got benched for Tua, who I think you're better than Tua, but I'm not Nick Saban. I don't have 6, 7 college football championships. I have none. Never even played college football. But I'm not Nick Saban. But I know Tua's not better than fucking Jalen Hurts. I believe Hurts did go on to win the Heisman at Oklahoma. But that's neither here nor there. So, yeah. Would I take Jalen Hurts and the Eagles? Vantage defense. This defense that had 70 sacks. And they was raving about them being the 86 Bears and the 2000 Ravens and the 2002 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Funny how I never mentioned the Steelers, the Steel Curtain defense, but whatever. I digress. Who gives a fuck? But yeah, I mentioned them in the same breath as the 85 Bears and the 2000 Ravens and the goddamn 2001, 2002 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, all of who won Super Bowls that year. The Eagles, though, 70 sacks, great pass rush. I mean, if you got a rotation where you could sub and, 8 men, your D-line will stay fresh, but that was on one hand. On the other hand, you have Andy Reid, who is going to the Super Bowl for the, 4th time? He went once with the Eagles, and this was his 3rd time with the Chiefs. Won one, lost one. Lost one with the Eagles to the Patriots. So should I take the fat man, Jake and the fat man, and fucking, let's say Pat and the fat man, Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid? Let me see. Oh, Patrick Mahomes has a bum ankle. That motherfucking ankle held up well against Cincinnati, which was a great game, by the way. Not gonna get into that because I missed that week. I'm just focused on the Super Bowl. Should I take bust down Patty face with the high ankle sprain that he had 2 weeks to heal? And they got a revamped offensive line that they did after losing to Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Not for Tom Brady and Joe Burrow. I honestly believe Patrick Mahomes may have 4 Super Bowls right now because he lost to Brady in the Super Bowl. Hold on. Nigga may have 5 Super Bowls because his first AFC Championship game lost to New England on some bullshit play at the end of the game that took the game to overtime, and Tom Brady. Second year, they beat the 49ers. Third year, they lost to Tom Brady, Buccaneers. Fourth year, they lost in the AFC Championship game to the Bengals, and this year they beat the Bengals and went on and beat the Eagles. So I was tasked with that. In my lifetime, and not even my whole lifetime, but 3/4 of my life, 41 years, has been spent watching football. Not just watching it, but watching it and understanding the game, playing the game as a kid, and loving the fuck out of it because I'm from Pittsburgh. I grew up at Three River Stadium. I remember as a kid, you just in the neighborhood and you see a guy like Franco Harris. You definitely see a guy like Art Rooney, who was the founder of the Steelers, just walking around and, smoking that cigar. And hey, fucking 3, 4 years old, and I run into the chief. That's what we call him, and he give me $1. $1 was a whole lot back in 85, 86. But 30 plus years watching football. Damn, Kings just scored, tied that bitch up. That motherfucker went over too. 30 plus years watching football, I've got to see, for starters, when I first started watching, Dan Marino, John Elway, um, Dan Marino, John Elway, Joe Montana, Steve Young, Warren Moon, Randall Cunningham. It's a few I forget. That's good. I just lost sight of one of them, who was the one I really wanted to say. But yeah, Joe Montana, like all the guys, Dan Marino, Brett Favre. This is just the early '90s right here. If I forgot anybody who was like that, my apologies off top. But I've seen them guys play. Fast forward a decade, you got your Steve McNairs, you got your Mike Vicks, you got your Donovan McNabb, you got all these type of guys. You got Peyton Manning, you got Tom Brady, you got Big Ben, you got Eli, you got Phillip Rivers, you got all these guys. And then you usher in a new generation, and you got the guys we got now. Oh my God, he just got twisted. I mean, literally, he just twisted that nigga in mad air. Hockey, baby. Now you got bust down patty face, Patrick Mahomes. You got Jalen Hurts. You got Justin Herbert. You got Joe Burrow, who is my guy, my favorite quarterback. My fault, I forgot Aaron Rodgers when I mentioned Big Ben and them guy, because he's from that generation. You got you need some good quarterbacks out there right now. Mostly in the AFC. Josh Allen. Who else is in the AFC? It's somebody, Kenny Pickett for the Steelers. He's gonna be one of those guys. When I do this show 2-3 years from now, and it's on a bigger platform, because it grew because y'all supported me and passed the word on. 3 years from now, when I'm talking about Super Bowl recap, I might be talking about Kenny Pickett getting his second or first ring. I'm telling you, I see it in him. Yeah. But yeah, it's all these guys now, and I'm like, I've seen a lot of greats. I didn't see Bart Starr. I didn't see Johnny Unitas. I didn't see Bradshaw and all them guys from the 70s, 60s, 50s, and so on. I didn't see all that. But what I saw, from Joe Montana to Tom Brady to Patrick Mahomes, because that's what it is. Joe Montana, Terry Bradshaw had 4 rings first. I mean, Bart Starr had 5 because he had 3 NFL championships, and then he won the 2 first Super Bowls. He got 5 championships. And then it was Terry Bradshaw with 4, but hell of a running game. 2 great receivers in Lynn Swann and whatever the nigga's name was. And the best defense ever. So he'll never get the credit that he should have got. So it kind of starts with in the modern era. It starts with Joe Montana, 4-0 in the Super Bowl. And it's just like, now I hear people saying Joe Montana 4-0, Jordan 6-0, Tom Brady 7-3, LeBron James 4-6. But however, I'm not putting Tom Brady in the same group as LeBron James, because Tom Brady has the most Super Bowls ever. He has more than any franchise. Pittsburgh and New England got 6. He got 7. So I'll never put him in any category. He's by himself. He's on the island by himself. However, I watched Tom Brady's whole career. I got to see the whole career for Tom Brady. His first Super Bowl, they beat Pittsburgh to go to the AFC Championship game. That was a Tuck Rule year when they beat Oakland in New England on a Saturday night, 8 o'clock game. So it was about close to midnight when the Tuck Rule shit actually happened. But I remember watching that game. I remember the next week, I remember New England beating us and going and beat the Rams in the Super Bowl. That was Kurt Warner. That was the best show on turf Rams. They beat them by 3. But I seen Brady's whole career. Great quarterback. Fucking winner. 7 rings. Can't deny that. I just can't say that Brady's the best quarterback ever. GOAT. I mean, because I mean, we could argue that Dan Marino's the greatest quarterback ever, but the argument kind of dies when he ain't got no rings, but talent wise, he was like that. But Jordan and Brady, the comparison, Jordan's the GOAT of basketball, and this if you listen to what I'm saying, like it's not a ring count. It's not a who has more rings. It's about who was the most talented and who dominated and won the rings in their era. And when it comes to basketball, Bill Russell has 11 rings, and he dominated. Yeah, the competition was what it was. I didn't get to see none of that shit. I wasn't born in the 60s, late 50s, early 70s. But I know what Jordan did in the 90s. That shit was crazy. And I seen it firsthand as a kid. But I wasn't a kid. I was 90. I was 8, so 91 when he won his first one. 91, I had just turned 9 a couple months before. So we talking about from me being 9 until 98 when I was not a man, but a young man out in the streets and shit doing me by that time. That 8 years, man, and I believe if he don't retire to go play baseball when his dad get killed, he might get 8 in a row, But he got the 6 with zero blemishes, and yes, we know that he didn't win every year. We know Jordan lost in the playoffs. We understand that, but for me, Jordan's the GOAT of basketball, because he was the most talented, he was just everything, and he was the winner. Brady has the rings, it's up for debate if far just overall talent and just quarterbacking, if Peyton Manning was better than him. Maybe, it was coaching. Belichick's hell of a coach. I don't know. Brady got the rings. Peyton Manning don't got the rings. But I think Peyton Manning was a better goddamn quarterback than Tom Brady. It is what it is. But I don't know. But Patrick Mahomes has Jordan-like qualities. Now, granted, he lost in the Super Bowl, so he'll never be undefeated in the Super Bowl. Yes. Had that Rangers and Oilers hockey game to go over 7. That bitch tied us 4 right now. Going to overtime. Or it might not go to overtime, but it's a lock over. It's 8 at 7. Cha-ching. Patrick Mahomes he has it all. He has it all. He's Jordan. He got the cheat code. He's the most gifted quarterback I've ever seen. I guess you could say he's a mixture of Aaron Rodgers and Dan Marino, who he has more rings than both of them combined. Dan Marino's 0-1 in the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers is 1-0 in the Super Bowl. Beat Pittsburgh. Who was that? 2011. Yeah, in Dallas Stadium. Fuck the Cowboys. I was doing so good, not mentioning them bastards, because I'm not ESPN. You will not get a lot of Dallas coverage on this channel. You'll get little to none, because I don't know, unless they're winning, and they're doing good. Other than that, this is not. No, I'm not ESPN or Fox or none of them motherfuckers. I'm not catering to them bastards who ain't won shit since 1996. The fuck. But yeah, bust down Patty Face. He's him. 27 years old. Let's say he plays let's just say he plays till he's 40. 13 more years, and let's just say in these next 13 years he wins. Damn, the way he playing right now. Oh man. Could he get 5 more in 13 years? Cause I don't think he need 5 more. I think if he get 3 more, he's goated. You know what I'm saying? It'd be 5 to 7 in favor of Brady, but you gotta look at the MJ and the Bill Russell comparison, and that's a lot wider with MJ having 6 and Bill Russell having 11. You know what I'm saying? That's a five ring difference. If Mahomes end up with 5 and Brady got 7, that's a 2-ring difference. But I'm putting it in favor of the guys with the less rings. And I'm talking about Jordan and Mahomes. So let's talk about the game. I mean, cause I could go on about Mahomes. I could go on about a lot of that shit. You know, I know my shit. I just be chilling though. You know, I be watching these goofy motherfuckers on. And I ain't gonna say all of them, cause there's some good dudes. Ryan Clark know his shit. You know what I'm saying? My man Jay Williams, Keyshawn Johnson. I mean, it's mostly the players. The dudes that never played the game, your Skip Baylesses and your Stephen A. Smiths and all these guys. I mean, I just feel like they, you know, just human beings. They got a mouth and God gave them the ability to talk, and they talk, you know. Some of this shit have merit, but for the most part, they just talking and talking. You know, it's a TV show. It is what it is. You just do what they do. But I'm gonna give it to you raw. You know, uncut, like a brick of dope. So yeah, the game was great though. Like I said, I ain't really get the. I wasn't watching it because I'm focused on the road, but I'm listening though. You know what I'm saying? I got years in prison in the hole. You know what I'm saying? So I enjoy listening to a good sports game on the radio, whether it be hockey, baseball, basketball, football, even tennis, the Olympics. I didn't listen to all that shit on the radio, being in the joint, because I love sports that much. I read about the shit, I listen to it and watch it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I do all that shit. If I can't watch it and I can listen to it, I can listen to it. And with my imagination, I know we just know the game. Like I know I see it unfold as I'm listening to it, especially if I got a good play caller and a good color. Like, oh, come on, man. But Eagles strike first. Jalen Hurts take them boys straight down the field. Boom, boom. You have 7-9. Mahomes and them come down and strike. Boom, 7-7. You know what I'm saying? Game is all right. Boom. The over was 50. It's looking like a lock over. It's 14 points already in the first quarter. You dig what I'm saying? It's looking good. You know what I'm saying? Oh, damn, that was a good goal. I think I had this game over too, but it was on a ticket I had the Penguins on winning with the money line, and them motherfuckers lost by 1, right? They lost by 1. They was getting 1.5. I took them on a money line on a straight bet and cashed out when they was up 4-3, I think. I'm glad I cashed out because I won a couple dollars, you know what I'm saying, and got my money back. And then, because if I didn't cash out, I would have lost my money. We ended up losing this shit. So that was a hitty play. But I think that other ticket would have, that'd have been gravy, baby. So anyway, sorry, I be battling on this shit, but you like it though. So it's 7-7 Kansas City and got down Philly. And then before you know it, they go into the half and Philly up by 10. You right in Mahomes' wheelhouse, you know what I'm saying? Because he had been down double digits down there every playoff game. And he always win them motherfuckers. Like in the Super Bowl against San Fran, he was down 10. And he come back and win that bitch, you know what I'm saying? And here we go in another Super Bowl, he down 10. And I mean, before I say this, let me just say this about Jalen Hurts. He ain't lose that game. He don't play defense. I mean, they talked all that shit about Philly's defense, about, 70 sacks and this and the third, compare them to all these other great teams that will go down in history. And these motherfuckers allowed 38 points. I'm sorry. They allowed 31 points because Jalen Hurts did fumble and got returned for a touchdown. Still, 31 points? Are you serious? In the Super Bowl? With 100+ million people watching? With Rihanna there? Telling motherfuckers she pregnant? Y'all gave up 31 points? Yeah, okay. But Jalen Hurts didn't lose that game. He set a record. He ran in for 3 touchdowns. He threw 1. That man's going to get paid. He deserves it. He's still young. And Philly, let me just say this. Philly is not going nowhere. They play in a damn division with the Redskins. I mean, the Commanders, whatever you want to call them. They're just, yeah. The Giants are on the up. I like what they're doing. I like what the Giants are doing. And the Cowboys, who, I mean, dare I say more So the Eagles got 2 first-round picks in this coming draft. They still got Hurts on a rookie deal, which he about to get paid. I mean, like everybody's under contract. They got draft picks out the ass. They got 2 first-round picks, a couple second-round picks, 2 third-round picks, 3 fourth-round picks in the draft this year alone. We're talking about a team that just lost in the Super Bowl by 3 points that should have won that game. That could have won that game. They're gonna be here for a while. Yeah. And I mean, as far as the NFC go, we're gonna see what happens with Aaron Rodgers, where he'll go. I don't know, but the NFC North, I think Detroit about to take over that division. Maybe Chicago with the boy Justin Fields. You know, the NFC West. You know, since San Fran gonna be doing them. NFC South. Brady retired. Who knows? The NFC South about to be it. Who gives a fuck? You know. But the Eagles. I think the Eagles, San Fran, really be the 2 top teams in the NFC for the next 5 years. It is what it is. Everything's over in the AFC. Yeah. Speaking of the AFC, Patrick Mahomes. What this guy did in the second half of the Super Bowl was nothing short of awesome, amazing, everything. He was 13 for 14 with 3 touchdowns in the goddamn second half. And the one incompletion he had was a throwaway. And that I mentioned, he was playing on one leg. And he had like a 43-yard run too, like at the end of the game that really got him, you know, in field goal range. Well, it got him in field goal range. There was a controversial play also. It is what it is. The nigga said he held him, so that's it. He held him. But bust down patty face, man. He got the MVP of the regular season. Got the MVP of the Super Bowl. He got a couple All-Pros. He could retire right now. In 5 years from now, he's gonna be a Hall of Famer. Already. This ain't no Eli Manning 2 rings. This a Patrick Mahomes 2 rings. That's different. Like he right now through the first 5-6 years he played this. This was his 6th year, but you know he sat behind Alex Smith, so he only got 5 full seasons under his belt. In all 5 years, he went to the AFC Championship game, 3 Super Bowl appearances, 2 Super Bowl wins. Like he's him, and he did an amazing job. And it was a great NFL season. I'm so sorry I wasn't here to give you week by week coverage, but we teed up from here on out. You know what I'm saying? NFL not over for me though. We got NFL free agency coming up. We got the NFL draft coming up. So yeah. We ain't going nowhere NFL. But you know what time it is. We 10 days away from March. Need to play that future, that March Madness, cause woo. It's supposed to be March Madness. You know what that means? NBA time, and it's college basketball time. It's basketball time. It's All-Star Weekend as we speak. You know, all the stars in Utah right now, Salt Lake City, they gearing up for motherfucking second half of the season. You know, it's that time. It's about to go down, and I'm hyped. I'm hyped for so many reasons because football is my favorite sport. And I ain't gonna lie, after football, it's probably hockey, which is what I'm watching right now. But and shit, I ain't gonna lie, I love baseball too. I ain't gonna cap like. I love all 4 of the major sports. Football is the best for me. But the 3 after that, I think it's like 2A, 2B, and 2C. Like, I love me some fucking baseball. I'm gonna watch that shit. I'm gonna gamble on it. I used to play it. I understand the game. goal, LA. They just won 6-3. Empty net. What's a minute 13 left? They might score again. That bitch went way over. But yeah, I love my basketball though. I just had a basketball weekend last weekend. I went to go see Ja Morant Friday. Went to see Tennessee Saturday. The men, good game. They was down 18. Motherfucker, they came back, took the lead. Who they was playing? Missouri? Or they was playing Missouri. Took the lead. Missouri got the ball into the game, down by 2, hit a 3 to win the game. Boom. And as I'm told by the Tennessee people that I'm sitting around, this was the second time this happened. And last week, and Tennessee was ranked number 6. So they lost 2 games by 1 point last week. And then they ended up falling to number 10. Then they played number 1 Alabama this week, well, yesterday rather, and they beat Alabama. So go figure, at home. I wish I'd been in that game. And then I seen the Lady Vols on Sunday, so I went to 3 games back to back days. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love basketball. NBA cracking. The West, you know, the West always do. The West is the West. The game is the game. The West is the West. The West. Oh. I ain't really gonna talk much about the East. Boston, Milwaukee, Philly. Those are 3 teams in the East. That's it. I think it'd be Boston or Milwaukee. Probably Milwaukee. Wouldn't surprise me if it was Boston though. But Philly, a dark horse for number 3. But that's it in the East. That's it. Greek Freak, he him. Jason Tatum, he him. Joel Embiid, he him. Item 3, of course, is the Greek Freak. But yeah, I think it'd be Boston or Milwaukee to go to the chip. The West, though, number 1, you got Denver. You got Denver, number 1. Jokic is the truth, yo. Jokic the truth. Jokic averaging a triple-double right now. And he 2-time reigning MVP player. And he might... I mean, if he gets the MVP this year, I ain't mad. He deserved that shit. I think he gonna get it too. They got about 22, 23 games left. He keep doing what he doing. He averaging a triple double right now, and the number 1 seed in the West. I think he gonna get it, yo. And I don't think that's been done since Larry Bird. I want to see Larry Bird get that shit 3 times in a row in the 80s. I don't even think Jordan did that shit. Jordan got about 6 of them bitches, but I don't think he got 3 in a row though. You know, they say cheat Jordan though. Jordan could get that shit every year. For real. You could get that shit to MJ every year. Facts. But whatever. But you got Denver. I like Denver. Jokic and goddamn my man Jamal Murray and who else they got? The boy Aaron Gordon. They got a nice little squad. And then number 2, you got my main man. Only 12 I fuck with. Ja Morant. And like I said, I went to go see, the goalie was just fighting? Yeah. I like that. Oh, his face red as a devil's dick. Yep. Oh, shit. But yeah, like I said, I went to see Memphis on Friday in Memphis. Now, it was my 4th time seeing Ja in the last year. First time in Memphis, though. I done seen him twice in Charlotte, seen him once in DC. I done been in, that was probably about my 15th NBA game in the last year, no bullshit. And that joint was hype. That joint was rocking. On a Friday in Memphis, they play all that Memphis shit. Finesse, Glorilla, Yo Gotti, motherfucker Moneybag, 3 6 Mafia, they play all that shit. And then they playing YB because, you gotta play YB for Ja. But that's all they playing though. I feel like I'm in the club and that joint, that bitch rocking. I can only imagine how that joint is on playoff night on a Friday. Shit probably rocking for real though, but Memphis tough though. John Morant, the truth. That's my dog. That's my dog. Like for real. He the truth. He got to chill though, cause he think the young boy for real. He be on some like street type shit, nigga. Just play basketball. Don't do all that extra shit, nigga, cause you like that. Stick to the script. Stick to basketball, my guy. Cause you the truth. And Desmond Bain and Jaren Jack. Oh, Desmond Bain. He's a dog. He really is. He the truth, yo. He the truth. I ain't know about the nigga in college, yo. Did he go to Michigan State? I think he did. I gotta check, yo. But I know Jaren Jackson went to Michigan State, so I was down with him. You know, I love college. Excuse me, I love basketball, so you know. But like, it's like in the basketball, you follow the coaches. Like, so if Coach Izzo, he only got one chip, but he always in the mix. That nigga, I didn't see nigga about 15 Final Fours. I know Coach Izzo, so I follow the Michigan State team. I remember Jaren Jackson being there. He was a dog, and he's a dog now. He is the truth. Woo woo. He do it all. Should be the defensive player of the year. And damn, he got 99 points, yo. Connor McDavid, but he ain't got no rings though. I don't care what nobody say. Sidney Crosby's still the best player in hockey. Facts. Until he retired, he's the best player in hockey, dog. Cause he's still putting up points and winning chips and shit. I should have bet extra on. I should have bet more on this game. I'm gonna start one pick in motherfucking Edmonton every Edmonton game over, cause they gonna score about 5 goals a game. They damn self. Duh. He got 100 points in 56 games, yo. That's ridiculous. Anyway, I like Jaren Jackson, yo. He do everything, yo. He the truth, yo. Like he got a defense, offense. He shoot the three. He be shooting from Steph Curryville and be hitting them bitches. They be all nets. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. I be like, ooh shit, yeah. And he'll dunk on you. He like that. Memphis is tough at number 2, dog. And then number 3, you got the motherfucking the Kings. Goddamn. So King, Darren Fox, he aight. Sabonis, he the truth. Harrison Barnes, who he the vet on that team, you know what I'm saying? He got the playoff experience. He got a ring with Golden State, and he lost when they was 73 and whatever that was that year. And then so he been to the finals twice. He played at North Carolina in college, you know what I'm saying? He got a lot of big game experience. He the truth. But I don't believe in Sacramento. Not this year, I don't. Number 4, you got the Clippers. The Clippers, if healthy, good team. Good coach, Tyronn Lue. Leonard, he's the X factor, of course. Paul George. I mean, the Clippers is the Clippers, man. I don't buy too much stock in them guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Phoenix. Hello. Remember that Lil Wayne and Jay-Z song, Hello Brooklyn? Hello Phoenix. Hello Phoenix. They had the spotlight last week too. They had the Super Bowl in Arizona, and then they got Kevin Durant. You know who I am. I'm Kevin Durant. They got Kevin Durant. They got Kevin Durant, Phoenix, with CP3, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton. I like it. Deadly. Real deadly. But guess what though, right? They got Kevin Durant and Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. And they have fucking Chris Paul, yo. He's not getting no ring, yo. I wouldn't give a fuck if he bought one. Just not getting it. So, yeah. That shit, we'll see. I mean, Booker's Booker, but he's no Steph Curry. And of course, when Durant got his 2 rings, he was playing with Steph Curry. I, I'll put Booker on the same level as Klay Thompson. CP3, he's a Hall of Famer, but everybody goes to the Hall of Fame in basketball. But if the Hall of Fame in basketball was what it should be, he would be a Hall of Famer. I give him that. But he's at the end of his career. And I think he's cursed. Charles Barkley, Ewing, Malone, you just hate your guys that just don't get rings. I mean, it happens in every sport. It's just some guys that deserve rings that don't get them. I think he'll be one of them. I mean, this is his best chance ever with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, but I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Dallas. Luka Kyrie. So is this just for the rest of the season thing and playoff thing? And is Kyrie going to stay? Is Kyrie going somewhere? Are they going? Is this white men can't jump? I mean, I don't know. What is it going to be like? I think it's going to be nice. I mean, Luka is top 5 player in the league without a doubt. He's one of my 3 favorite players. Him, Ja, and Steph, one of my 3 favorite players. I got a chance to see Luka play twice in the last year. Yeah, that's my guy. I had to go see him play. Possibility I might go check them dudes out next month. I might go check them 2 dudes out next month, him and Kyrie. I just might do that. But I like them, yo. I like them. I like what they got going. They need something else. But I mean, them 2 in a 7-game series. Sheesh. Them 2, because they both got to get you 40 apiece. Easy. Consistently, they both got to get you 40 apiece. Easy. That, without a doubt, I don't know if it's without a doubt, but definitely top 2 combo in the NBA. Luka and Kyrie. And I'm trying to think, it would have to be, I don't give a fuck, yo. A healthy Bron and a healthy AD, I think that's still the best duo in the NBA. Giannis is Giannis, but who's after that? Chris Middleton, I know. Giannis is Giannis, but that's, yeah. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown crushing, but I can't put them 2 above Bron and AD. Yeah, it's for my money, it's Bron and AD and Luka and Kyrie. Those are the top 2 duos in the NBA, without a doubt. Look for Luka and Kyrie to make some noise in the playoffs. Yeah, you can do that. We got New Orleans. Zion's not playing. He might not come back this season. Brandon Ingram's doing good. McCollum, they all right, but yeah. It's not what it, Minnesota. Anthony Edwards, young great star. I got to see him play when I went to go. When I was in Memphis, that's who they played against. That's who Memphis played against. Minnesota. So I got to see Anthony Edwards play. I like him, but I don't know, several Karl Anthony Towns. They got the tall nigga come from Utah, Rudy Gobert, but Minnesota's not a threat. You see, as I'm going down the Western Conference, I'm getting less like into it because these teams is trash. You got your OKCs, you got your Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Love him. He's the truth, but you know what I'm saying. Next year or two, they got Chet Holmgren coming back next year. I like to see that combo. That's gonna be nice. You got your Portlands, you know, Dame time. It's Portland. You got Golden State. They gonna get it together. They got Gary Payton back on defense. Steph is out right now. He'll be back after the All-Star break. Klay Thompson's getting better every game. He's an assassin. And that'll probably be my third. That'll probably be my third duo. Steph and Klay still, the Splash Brothers. I mean, and with Klay and you know Klay and Steph not coming back off a major injury, and we know when Steph come back, like he be right back that first game to being him. The way his game is, it you know that's just how it is. But I like them. They got rid of Wiseman, cool. But as currently constructed, if healthy, I like them in the West. Love Golden State in the West. Yeah. Fuck the seasons and all that. Motherfucker finish where they finish, as long as you make the playoffs. I like Golden State though. They the defending champs, and they got 4 chips in the last 8 years. I ain't sleeping on them people. Not at all Jenkins. And then we come to my motherfucking Los Angeles Lakers. Oh shit, excuse me. Can you say Showtime? I'm ending the show on this note. Can you say Showtime? If you know me, I'm not a LeBron fan. Appreciate what he did. He just broke the all-time record for points, career points. He's Bron, you know. This is a career-defining season for LeBron. My number one. And there's nothing Bron could do to pass this. Jordan's number one. Nothing Bron could do could pass that. But even with him being an all-time leading scorer, even with him having this 20-year career and playing in 10 finals and winning 4 of them, and I got Bron at number 2 right now. He's entrenched in at the number 2 spot. Not firmly entrenched. He's there, but his feet ain't like they ain't planted. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a nigga come push that nigga and he be out the way, like, you know what I'm saying? Right now, Bron got 4 rings. Steph got 4 rings. Even if Steph got 2 rings with Kevin Durant, Bron got 1 ring with AD, 1 ring with Kyrie, 2 rings with Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade. So that's like a wash. Bron got 4 rings. Steph got 4 rings. Bron got 4 rings. Steph got 4 rings. So there's no nigga. I ain't talking about role players who bounce from team to team. I ain't talking about niggas like Robert Horry. Although Robert Horry played a big role with Houston for 2 chips, with San Antonio for 2 chips, went to Lakers for 3 chips. He played a big part, big shot Bob. I seen all them finals. I know. He wasn't Michael Jordan though. He wasn't Magic Johnson. He wasn't Hakeem Olajuwon. You get what I'm saying? There's no nigga that played in Jordan's generation that got more rings than Jordan or tied with him. Yeah, Kareem had 6 rings. He was before Jordan though. And when Jordan started winning, Kareem was retired for 2 years. Magic had 5. And he got those 5 before Jordan got his first one. Jordan got his first one against Magic. There's no nigga, and this is why Jordan's GOAT. There's no nigga that got more rings than Jordan in his generation. Not even close. You know why? Because he was stopping niggas from getting rings. Yeah, the Pistons got 2. Okay, well, what they did after that? What Joe Dumars and fucking Isaiah Thomas and Bill Lambert and what? Rodman got 3 more rings because he went and played with Jordan. Jordan stopped niggas from getting rings. Steph Curry got 4 rings. 3 of those rings is against Bron. Granted, 2 of them 3 came with KD, but 1 of them came without him. And Steph got 2 rings without KD. So, I mean, what is we talking about here? For real, what is we talking about? Steph got 4 rings. Bron got 4 rings. This is the career-defining season for LeBron. Not because he just got the scoring championship, but Steph on your ass, dog. Like, you don't get it this year and Steph get it, and Steph get 5 and you got 4, you could be the chosen one, but I'm not choosing you. But with all that being said, what Rob Pelinka did these last 2 weeks leading up to the goddamn trade deadline was nothing short of a fucking miracle. I'm a Laker fan. I'm a basketball fan. I'm a sports fan. I'm plugged in like a socket when it comes to the sports shit. So when we make the trade, the first trade, that was a week before the deadline, or 2 weeks before the deadline. We get Rudy Hachimura, right? Boom. I know that nigga. I don't know the nigga personally, but I know the nigga from, he of Asian descent, and he black, he a nigga, but he of Asian descent though. He got some Jordans and shit. Every time Jordan be dropping a little shoe for niggas shit to sell in China, Brandon. I understand what it is. And he played for the Wizards. I done been about 10 Wizards games in the last year, so I always see the nigga playing shit, but I know the nigga is. We get on boom. I like that move. I know we ain't done. I'm thinking we getting Kyrie. Everybody thought we getting Kyrie shit. But I'm glad we didn't. Kyrie great. And I don't agree with all the shit Stephen A. Smith be saying, how he be down to that nigga like. I don't agree with all that shit. But the shit's true though, it's true. I don't like what he be doing, but it's true though. I don't know if Kyrie gonna show up when we need him to show up. But the moves Pelinka made after the Rudy Hachimura trade, bring it in D'Angelo Russell, bring it in Mo Bamba, who, oh my God, I got ho. He say, I got young ho calling a young nigga phone. Hey yo, that shit go hard. Especially you gotta be like an arena or something. Everybody singing that shit, come over the loud PA system. Everybody singing that shit. That shit go hard. About Mo Bamba, I like Mo Bamba. I like him on the defense, the rebounding, type of guy LeBron like, type of guy LeBron need. I love him. Malik Beasley, 3-point shooter, type of guy LeBron need. We spacing the floor and shit. He gonna find a nigga wide open on the wing, bang, yeah. And you know, like a lot of times we'll get these guys to shoot threes, but when they get to playing with Bron, they just disappear. Like, no, you can already tell the beat. Like, this is the type team that LeBron needs to win a championship. We haven't this. As a Lakers fan, I'm smiling like a butcher's dog right now. This is the type of team LeBron covets. This is the type of team that LeBron wakes up every morning with a smile on his face. Not because he's waking up next to Savannah, which, hey, if I wake up to Savannah every morning, I smile too. But she ain't the reason he's waking up smiling. He waking up because he know he got a chance to win a chip. Malik Beasley, I love him. The kid we got, I can't remember his name. He out of Kentucky, young kid. What the fuck is his name? I love him though, no homo. I love this nigga, yo. I love his defense, I love his rebounding. Oh my God, I forgot his name. We got him. I gotta get his name. We got D'Angelo Russell, who we drafted number 2 years ago. We got him back. He's still fucking young. He's 26, yo. We got him. And he fits right in. And he's the third option. And he's a legit third option. He's a legit second option. But he's our third option behind Bron and AD. Oh, Bron. No. I ain't getting off D'Angelo Russell like that. D'Angelo Russell is the goddamn, I'm telling you, like I said, he's the third option. But I'm telling you, he fit right in too, yo, with his passing. He can get you about 3-4 rebounds a game. We ain't got him for that though. But pass the ball, we ain't got you for that because Bron could facilitate. But you can see that D'Angelo Russell, he coming in and he create for himself and he create for his team. He found an AD for just for lobs, and you know what I'm saying? And I had to. That's him right there. I can't see his damn jersey though. Damn. Yeah, D'Angelo Russell. I like. Yup. I'm watching it right now. This, and then you got Bron. You got Bron, who is just, like I said, this is a career-defining season for him. Like he won a chip right now this year. He's firmly entrenched at number 2. Can't pass MJ, but you can be firmly entrenched at number 2. And when you're number 2 to Jordan, like, you can't be fucking mad. Like, that's a great spot. Like, oh my God, yo. This is it, Bron. You got to get it done this year, Bron. And you can. Because if healthy, Anthony Davis, he's not going to win the MVP this year because he missed too many games. But when healthy, when playing how he's playing right now, he is the MVP of the league. He's the most dominant player in the league, which he should have been 5-6 years ago. But he started getting hurt. But when AD is healthy, he's a dog. Yo, when AD is healthy, yo, he is the best player in the league. And when he playing alongside LeBron, it's even. And then you throwing D'Angelo Russell. I mean, hey, this is it, man. I believe in us, so I ain't gonna go there. Keep that to myself. I think the Lakers gonna win it though, and that's my mob. And I wouldn't have said this shit last year. The year before, maybe. The year before that, I keep saying year before, like, no, we just had like 3 seasons and one because of that goddamn pandemic. We won in the bubble, and that shit did count, but it's just so much happened after that. The Bucks won, Golden State won, you know what I'm saying? I done been in love 3 times since that shit happened. It is what it is. Healthy, I'm picking the Lakers to win it all. This has been another episode of Scores and Horrors. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back on my once a week thing, you know. Like I said, NBA in full swing, NHL in full swing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna gear up for the playoffs. We're gonna gear up for March Madness. NFL draft coming up. NFL free agency coming up. I'm there with bells on.